Have you ever felt like giving up? Throwing in the towel and just walking away from all of your problems? I have. I was raised in church. I was always taught about God. From an early age, I felt the call of God on my life. Just at the age of 2, I was jumping on a bed and I fell off and hit my head on a cast iron heater. My mom was in the other room. She didn't hear me for a while, and she rushed in there because she was worried, and she saw me lifeless on the floor, black and blue. She started screaming and my dad ran in there, and they took my lifeless body to the church where the pastor took me into his office. And an hour and a half later, I came out eating a candy bar. And from there through adolescence, I struggled to find how my relationship with God was going to work. People in the church weren't always helpful. You know, I can remember a time at 16, a guy from church comes up to me and tells me that if I don't stop living in sin, I'm going to die real soon. And meanwhile, this guy is at home beating his wife and molesting his kids. Years later, he goes to prison for it. In high school, I was always the funny guy, the jokester, but all those jokes were just to hide my low self-esteem. Nobody knew on what I struggled with. I didn't even know why I was depressed. I tried many other things to find happiness through depression, to kind of cover up the pain I was going through. I can remember at 18, hitting the casinos. You know, it started with a little bit until it just progressed. I can remember one weekend losing $8,000, not having food or really just scraping around for anything, doing gas runs for a couple weeks straight until I got paid next, just to go to the casino and lose it all again. I'd find myself afterwards just shaking with anxiety, fear, and depression even worse than it was before. You know, the gambling led to the strip club, to pornography, numerous sexual partners, just trying to find happiness any way I could. It left me down where I wanted to give up and just lose hope. When I was at rock bottom, I decided to go to church. And I know that reason was God drawing me. I can remember all the youth group, one point in the service, just kind of coming towards me to pray for me. Meanwhile, I'm saying no in my head because I was afraid. The fear of failure was gripping me tight until the Holy Spirit broke me down. And that's when real change and real happiness started to take root inside of me. I can't believe I almost gave up. I can't believe I almost threw in the towel. God has blessed me with so much today. I have a beautiful wife, a baby on the way, a ministry that I'm able to serve in. But you know what? Even today, there's still times where I'm tempted. There's still times where, you know, those old feelings might rise up. But I find comfort in Jesus' words in Luke 17:32. Where he just simply says, remember Lot's wife. A solemn reminder for me never to look back. After God has delivered me from so much, I can't turn back. Even when I do fall, I pick myself up and walk towards God. It's not about how many times we fall down. It's about getting back up and walking towards Him. He never promised it would be easy. He actually said that we'd have temptations and tribulations in this world, but He's given us everything we need to overcome that. I literally feel like God has raised me from the dead again. Before, I felt lifeless, dead, just no emotion. I was looking for happiness in everything but God. My life got out of focus. Where are you trying to find happiness? Where are you putting your focus?